what we've experienced is probably the single biggest disruption any of us have faced or likely will face in our own lifetime.
The global spread of the novel coronavirus forced many people indoors for longer than they'd been used to. And as a result, eating, cooking, and exercise habits were rattled.
Despite you thinking you'd have more control over what you're eating because, you can't go out to eat as much. You're pretty much the one preparing your meals. I've seen a lot of people struggle with weight gain.
While we see the push to eat at home more, it doesn't always correlate to healthier eating habits. And there are a few reasons for that.
For some, implementing a routine is a necessity for meal preparation and exercise. So what happens when those routines are disrupted?
Habit forming takes a really long time, and it takes, active effort doing it all the time. So if you form the habit of you go to the gym or you go to this class or this is when you exercise, and then that's broken, you have to form an entirely different habit.
Experts say the inverse is also true. The pandemic has helped some people learn the ease and healthy benefits of cooking at home.
On the one hand, you're going to see, I think, a move amongst a certain part of the population towards what I call homesteading, right? A lot more like cooking, eating, baking, home preparation, even other aspects of home care that they're suddenly taking on.
People really have to figure out how to put their own food on their plate. I think more people are motivated to prepare more meals at home, especially people that ate at home and did lose weight. Seeing the significant impact that can make is huge.
With so many things going on, it's easy to put food on the back burner. And it's easy to neglect yourself, especially if you're already dealing with things like anxiety or depression.
But the pandemic has brought a new or worsened sense of food insecurity for some already struggling to get meals on the table.
Food insecurity really means that a person doesn't have reliable access to affordable, nutritious foods. Even if you're eating at home, you have to think about your access to food and what stores are in your community. You also have to think about your ability to afford certain foods. And even if you have the access and you can afford it, what if you don't know how to prepare it? So then that knowledge and that skills gap also plays a factor into the types of foods people are really eating while they're at home.
Experts say healthy eating is an important form of self-care and say our mental, emotional, and physical health all work together.
You have to broaden your definition of what it looks and feels like to be healthy.
Whether it's exercise or it's eating behavior or it's skincare or it's how you clean your house and kind of adapting and adopting new behaviors or new products. All of this is a way to calm yourself, calm your anxiety, and take care of you at a time when everything in your life has been so disrupted. And that's actually hugely important for people's well-being.
If you've fallen out of healthy habits or want to start a few new ones, remember to start small.
People get overwhelmed trying to do everything at once, where if you just start with one thing that's measurable, like X amount of times a week, you're going to do X, that's going to make a huge difference. It's really important to just start where you're at, be realistic, and set reasonable, measurable goals. Setting those goals is like an evidence-based way to help you achieve results.